This is today's job. We got to work on a beer cooler, and the temperature is up to 60 degrees. And there's our coil up there, evaporator coil. And it's our temperature control. Let's go outside and look at the unit in the back. Working today is this Shell gas station. And here's our compressor. First thing I noticed was the liquid line had a lot of condensation on it, and there's a lot of bubbles in the sight glass. The first thing I did was I touched this dryer filter. It's very cold on this side, very warm on this side. So the liquid line should be lukewarm. That's the liquid line temperature, and that's the other side of the dryer's 45. Let's see. Gives me a delta T of 39 degrees across the dryer filter. So that's our problem right there. It's the dryer just is plugged up. And that's a pretty good one. I haven't had one that good in a long time. But it's liquid line's 84 and 45 degrees after the filter, before and after. Pretty good. Okay. Yellow. But our temperature difference. We've got the sensors on both sides of the filter, and once the liquid line is 80, it's supposed to be up there around 80, and the other side of the filter is 49. That's a considerable drop. Let's see. Delta T here, it's 31 degrees difference across the dryer filter side to side. That's a quick indication that the filter is bad. That's a lot. It should be maybe 1 degree. We've got almost 32 degrees difference across it. So that's pretty close up. Down, and it should be holding, and it's not. But I was here yesterday on it, and I found that, see, this pressure's climbing pretty fast. There's reeds in the valve plate, compressor. They're flexible reeds, and you have a metal valve plate. The valve plate has a hole in it, and suction pressure feeds one side of the valve plate, and the other side is the discharge side. And on the suction side, you have a hole in the, you have a reed on the bottom, and when the piston pulls that reed down, it draws suction gas into the piston cylinder. And when the piston comes up, it pushes that reed closed. It closes off that port. And as it goes up, there's another port on the high side, a reed on the top of it. And that reed will open up if the piston pushes it up. It moves the gas from the cylinder from the low side to the high side and pumps it on. That's how it works. The reeds have to seat. And you can see this reed isn't seating on one of the suction reeds. Yesterday it was really bad. And what happens is they crack and they bust. I just let this compressor sit overnight. It was nice and cool when I started up. But in time, this afternoon, if I didn't change the compressor, we'd have the same problem as yesterday. But this compressor has a bad reed in it, in that valve plate. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is changing this compressor and this dryer filter on it. Okay, got a little rain today. But the rain's coming down pretty good. It's really turning into a soaker. Sky opened up and it's just raining on me. This lovely mud puddle with cigarette butts in there. Got a little bit of relief under this half overhang, but this is, I have a rubber mat there. That's right, I'm using Neil on. This is my big rubber mat for snow and ice and slush, and I'll definitely use it here. I'm waiting for the rain to slow up a little bit so I can roll my sleeves up and get into work and reclaim in the refrigerant. And my little tent set up here. I'm down to 2 pounds. Couple more minutes to reclaim. Hopefully it'll stop raining. Okay, here's something I tend to harp on a little bit. This is why I don't like air conditioners with louvers on it. It's raining. This rain could be washing the louvers off. But the dirt is nice and content in there, and it's not getting washed off. I don't like any air conditioners. Never buy an air conditioner with louvers on it because of this. Most refrigeration units, the condensers are at least exposed to rain and they can wash off most of the time. But that's kind of a personal gripe I have. Any air conditioner with a louver on it. I made a little bit of a lean-to here. Still coming down pretty hard. Got the refrigerant recovered anyhow. No. Okay, finally stopped raining. I've taken the bolts out. Got the last bolt to take out. Here's something to note. This is the old wiring on it. The new wiring has a plug device on it, but these are the old crimp-on type terminals. Some of them held pretty good. This particular one was pretty loose actually. It wasn't on very tight. You can see how they get can see that one was loose, and you can see how much that heated up. What'll happen in time is this rubber here over here will all cook, and then this will just charcoal and come apart and could hurt the motor winding inside here beyond this red fusite connection. But gotta finish taking this bolt out. Okay, I got the compressor all cut out. Line to the pressure control. The hot gas discharge line was over here. And that's the suction line. And I have to take the filter out yet. I'm ready to pull this guy out. Okay, so I have the still hot gas discharge line coming out of the compressor, and it goes to the condenser, and I have to raise this up now. I have to heat it up and tap it together, and it's a little tight spot in there with the fans and the wires, so I have to avoid hitting everything. There's some, I don't know if you can see this, but there's some of this greasy stuff on the fan. That catches on fire a little bit because it's oil. So, it's my fire retardant, wet rag. You can buy all kinds of sprays and gels and all kinds of decoys. We don't need it. Good old wet rag. Now, I have to heat it down here, but this compressor is a big heat sink. First thing I have to do is the old braze up here. I have to melt it enough. Now I want to heat it up down here first. That's the largest portion. Get the brazing rod to flow into the joint. I want to heat the compressor body up because there's oil in there. There we go. Now we're drawing it down. Oh, that's just the paint. We're drawing it down into the connection now. Now go up here. Back it off, because it's blowing really fast. And go to a collar. And I'm pretty happy with that joint now. Let you see that. You can see it's nice and it's cooling off, and it's sealed pretty nicely. It'll be like that all the way around. Oil on this. Good to get in the habit of putting your tools all in one spot when you're working. That way they're not everywhere. So it's a little bit easier to find them when you're trying to do something. And this is important. Oil and the little red. You don't want to lose that guy. You end up having to get oil all over the place. You don't want that. Okay.
anneal this so it makes it soft. See the fog steam coming out of it? Don't want to breathe that too much. Let that cool. By heating it up and then cooling it off, it gets soft. And then you can swedge it very easy. Doesn't hurt it at all. Yeah, see how easy that was? Pretty easy. Let's see, fits. Yeah, it'll go in there. It's all male, female. Nice and clean. Brush the outside of it. This way. Help to put it in place. If I raised it in there. Okay. Find a hole. This one I breeze, and of course it's back that way now. So I don't know if I can come Put this on there. So some braze on it already, so. That's good. Some nitrogen flowing in it. Let's see. Okay. It's nice. This is a good dryer filter. It's an EK 164. It removes acid and wax. That's important. I want to clean this real good. These brushes are nice. They do a pretty good job. Okay. Clean. The outside a little bit clean. There's the Stay Clean flux, it's the yellow flux. I like to use number 8, Stay Bright number 8. Got 8% silver in it. That makes sure this flux works good with it. You don't use very much heat with it, that's the beauty of it. Okay, this is important. The dryers have an arrow on it. The arrow always has to go in the direction of the liquid refrigerant. It leaves the receiver tank and goes to the expansion valve. So you always want to make sure. Good. I want to get my little soldering tip out. The smaller one. Let's put this nitrogen. Outside a little bit clean. There's the Stay Clean flux, it's the yellow flux. I like to use number 8, Stay Bright number 8. Got 8% silver in it. That makes sure this flux works good with it. You don't use very much heat with it, that's the beauty of it. Okay, this is important. The dryers have an arrow on it. The arrow always has to go in the direction of the liquid refrigerant. It leaves the receiver tank and goes to the expansion valve. So you always want to make sure. Looks good. I want to get my little soldering tip out. The smaller one. Let's put this away. Brazing rod I like. It's made by Harris. Stay Bright number 8. Put 8% silver in it. They developed this for refrigerant 502 a long time ago, back in the 70s. That was a high pressure gas back then. It's actually designed for the vibrator eliminators, so let's just go semi-hermetic compressors use vibrator eliminators. This way you don't put too much heat on them.